DJ Akademiks is a sicko. My boy XCV did a video about it. We about to watch it and to make sure after this, speaking of DJ Ak is a sicko, go listen and watch. Okay, my song Akadiddy is out right now. The music video is already to 250,000 views. Shout out to everybody watching that, but we got to get that to 1 million. So I'm going to put the link in the pinned comment. Hopefully I don't forget. Y'all go watch that after this. Yeah, because y'all, yeah, we don't rock with that over here. Let's get it.
So DJ Akademiks had a problem. This one's pretty bad. So let's just jump straight.
Yep.
Well, first of all, for those of you that don't know,
Pretty
DJ
gross.
Akademiks is probably the #1 source for hip-hop news and all the internet. But we're going to get more into DJ Akademiks as the story unfolds. Anyway, he's in a Discord call, DJ Akademiks is, and he's playing a game with some folks in the Discord call. Now,
to anybody who doesn't know what they're about to hear, and this is the first time hearing it, you're gonna want to think this is AI. You're gonna want to believe there's no way that this is true. Let me just tell you, it's true. It's not AI. This is DJ Akademiks, Tory Lane's manager is in here named Ray, and a bunch of other weirdos that I feel like got to hide because Ak was the big name. And I'm glad, hey, at least get somebody. But yeah, whoever was in this Discord and ducked your taco, it might come back. So you might want to keep ducking your taco, nigga.
One of these folks in the Discord call is a young man who we're going to call Billy. Now, I'm not going to tell you Billy's age, but did you know that James Buchanan was...
He's 15.
...the 15th president of the United States? Let me give some of y'all a second. Okay. Now, Billy tells DJ Akademiks and the rest of the guys, hey, by the way, I'm streaming. Meaning this is all live. People are watching this. They say, okay, that's cool, no problem, right? One of the people in the Discord call takes it upon himself to ask Billy, hey, have you ever watched Netflix with a girl? If you don't know what that means, look in the comments. Billy says, nah, I'm not that age.
Corn. If you know what I'm saying. The reason why he say it the way he say it, and the reason I say it is because you gotta get through YouTube stuff. This is, the more that Z or X, I'm about to call him X, censors the story, the nastier it is. And yeah, bro, it gets darker than this. If you subscribe to DJ Akademiks on YouTube or anything, if you follow DJ Akademiks, I'm not even gonna blame you right now. Just go ahead and follow. Just go ahead and do that. We gonna even though he's been doing nasty stuff, you probably should never support him. We gonna let you slide. Go ahead and do that. We'll purify your sins. We'll let you cook. But if you could be a fan of him after this, if you could go in there and look at this as all his jokes, I could only assume that I pray you're gonna feel crazy when one day you got a kid and you realize you're gonna look back at this and be like, oh, that was gross of me. And you're going to be extra gross because you heard me telling you this. So I told you ahead of time. So if you choose to after this, you sick. So
I can't be doing that type of stuff. Dude in the Discord call says, so? Now, this ain't DJ Akademiks saying this. It's just one of the other grown men in the call. Billy says, so, I'm not that age. Dude says, hey,
the 15-year-old
I'm
was
finna
telling
send
them.
some people over to your crib so you can, watch some
scrippers. You know what I mean? Some scrippers.
Netflix. Billy says, don't do that. The people you send over are finna catch a case.
This is a 15-year-old telling grown men. Mind you, DJ Akademiks is 35 years old. He is quite literally, with no exaggeration, old enough to be his dad. And not even like a stretch of the imagination. Do you know how many niggas I knew had kids before 20 or had kids at 20? Akademiks is 20 years, 15 take away 35. Wait, did I do the math right? Yeah, 20-year age gap. I know people who had kids in high school, nigga. He is, like, just think about that. Old enough to be his father. He's not even by a stretch. Easily old enough to be his father.
I'm not that age. And then DJ Akademiks decides to open his mouth.
And then the Akadidler strikes.
Now this next part's important. DJ Akademiks starts asking Billy, the young
And
man,
Akadiddy strikes.
questions involving a streamer named Blackboy Max. Why? Because listen closely, Billy, the young man, has a very close relationship with the streamer Blackboy Max. Billy is Blackboy Max's Discord moderator. Now, people view Discord moderators as super fans of a particular streamer. They oftentimes have close relationships with said streamer.
Shout out for Xavier. Shout out for you for covering this. Shout out to everybody who's covered this. Shout out to everybody who continues to cover it, because what Akadiddy does, and this isn't the first time that he's done some questionable stuff or said some questionable stuff about minors. It's not. He literally one time said he didn't know the difference between a 17-year-old and a 21-year-old. And he said you could have just turned 17. So 16 just turned 17. He said, as long as you have a college ID, I'm still smashing. As if you couldn't get, like, nah, that shouldn't be, because first of all, there's people who graduate early. I went to school with people who graduated early. Second of all, that's not going to hold up in court, my nigga. If you smash a minor and you're like, she had a college ID, that's not finna hold up, nigga. That's a crazy metric, nigga. That is a sick metric, gang. So Akademiks has been weirdo talking about, oh, this person has left us fat material. Akademiks is basically like a black incel. He really is. Like, or just an incel. I don't have to distinguish. He's just like a grown incel and has incel humor, and it's finally coming to get him. And I'm glad all the biggest creators are talking about this, because I've seen YouTubers do less and lose their career. Like, this nigga is really a degenerate, and this really shows because the people who defend him are also degenerates. So it's just like
close relationships with said streamer. So DJ Akademiks understands this, so he asks Billy,
bro.
Hey, Billy. Actually, let me put on my weirdo voice for this one. So Akademiks says, so Billy, if Blackboy Max were to ask you to watch Netflix with him, would you do it? Billy says,
and it's low-key, the fact that he has to censor this makes it not sound as bad as what it, if y'all get the chance and you got the stomach for it, if you listen to what he was really saying, it's a million. It is so much worse than X is making it seem. But he has to, because it's nasty work, nigga.
What? Akademiks says, if Blackboy Max were to come over to your house right now and ask you to watch, Billy says, let me stop you right there. I'm not that age. Blackboy Max is that age. DJ Akademiks says, but you're a Blackboy Max fan. Billy says, yeah, but I don't like men in that fashion. DJ Akademiks says, well, I understand, but have you ever had a dream about Blackboy Max? Billy says, yeah, I've had a...
My camera had to time it. My camera said, yeah, this nigga nasty, I'm out.
dream that Blackboy Max came over and met me because I'm a young man and I'm a huge fan of... DJ Akademiks says, got him. The grown men in the Discord call start laughing. Ha ha ha, you had a dream about a dude. And they just keep going. DJ Akademiks asked Billy if he would watch Netflix with Blackboy Max's sister. Billy has to tell him again, she's of a certain age, he's of a certain age.
And he didn't say watch Netflix, he said smash, by the way. So, because he's using watch Netflix for everything, because he used watch Netflix for send scriptlers. Niggas was talking about smashing and they're... Yo, imagine just being an extreme, right, and pretending this didn't happen. Like, what mental gymnastics do you tell yourself, and why his content? Well, and I've looked at his social blade and I've looked at his channels. He's bleeding subscribers, and his views are probably the worst they've been in a while. So I'm glad it's actually sticking. But like, bruh, we don't got room for niggas like this in the culture no more. I'm sorry, bro. You were never that important. You were never that needed. You just weren't. You thought you were, and you built yourself in a way to think you were. But watch how quickly, Akadiddy, if you took a year break, watch how quickly nobody cares. Watch how quickly nothing changes in the ecosystem of hip hop or of hip hop news. Watch. I bet you money. I will bet you money, if you disappeared, if you took a year-long hiatus, nobody would care. I bet you.
No.
And you know that.
And here's where things start to get wicked. Now, as you can imagine, people bring this to Blackboy Max's attention very quickly. And Blackboy Max basically says three things. One, Billy, the young man, is like a little brother to him. So this whole thing was very upsetting. Two, DJ Akademiks messaged Blackboy Max saying, Blackboy Max, I'm upset with you. Why didn't you call me to get more context on this situation?
Like there's context.
We're going to get to that in a second. And three,
Like there's context.
Blackboy Max says to all of his viewers who are primarily of a younger age, stay away from grown folk in these calls in real life trying to talk to you like this. And I'm going to pass that on to my own younger supporters. Stay away from those folk. Trust me, they have no sense if they think that they can talk to you like that. Anyway, I digress. Now, at this point, the whole internet's flaming DJ Akademiks, so he has to respond. And he responds by crashing out, which is what he's known for. He said he was upset because
that strategy and where all the old strategies Akademiks has employed throughout the years did not work this time. He tried to do that when he put me on his stream and tried to little bro me. That's his go-to. That's his special move. Didn't work. Didn't work. Niggas was like, yo, you know this nigga got more subscribers than you, right? You know he gets better views than you, right? Oh, okay, well.
Because he always shows streamers love, always shows Blackboy Max love, and Blackboy Max gonna turn around and...
You supposed to let me be a sicko. I shouted you out. Huh? You supposed to let me do whatever I want with minors, man. Talk to them however I want. That's why this is a sick game, bro.
Watch some clips that took him out of context. People said, took you out of context? DJ Akademiks,
you just got caught, nigga, with that
they're not the
nasty
full
beard.
clips. They just like a short version of like the whole story. Everybody said, what? Nah, this dude a weirdo.
Yeah.
DJ Akademiks said, wait, y'all didn't let me finish. This whole thing is a teachable moment.
Yeah, then
and maybe I could have not said some of the stuff I said. Nah. People weren't buying it. He
Freaky
never
ass
addresses
boy.
the situation in full.
Get
he
him
goes
out
on
of here.
to say that it's Kendrick Lamar fans because he's a big Drake supporter. It's Kendrick Lamar fans trying to basically make him look bad on the internet. All that. Twitch, the massive streaming platform that DJ Akademiks does his live show on, says you tell him Akademiks, but not from Twitch because we're banning you. Oh yeah, they banned that boy. And when somebody bans you, that's when things start getting bad. So DJ Akademiks has to come out with another video, round 2. He says, look, everybody, I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, he starts saying a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of
still got sponsors, how he just gonna keep going, how he love his real supporters. And here's the thing about
all the people who let me be a sicko and don't hold me accountable. I love y'all. Y'all better. I hope none of y'all got kids, man.
DJ Akademiks. He is known to have a lot of pride.
And that's where his downfall
chip
came.
On his shoulder, which is why he can't even give out a proper apology.
And that's where
for
your
anything.
downfall
And he's
came.
been involved in a lot of
That's what I said, bro. We forgave Ak for a lot of stuff. Not this one. We watched him put hands. In this video, he puts hands on this girl. On this woman that is his girlfriend. He is verbally going on a tirade. Like, the same thing he would never do to a man. You will never see Ak do this to a man. And this is why y'all respect this. He would never... Let that have been my sister, gang. I don't care what she did, nigga. Let that have been my sister, nigga. You big chipmunk looking nigga. Let that be my sister, bro.
controversies, especially involving women, where it looks like his pride gets hurt and he just starts to lose it. People tell him he should probably apologize, then he starts talking about, I got a lot of money, people just want to see him fall. But going back to the Discord call, I personally don't think DJ Akademiks was trying to groom Billy, which is what everyone on the internet is saying what happened. Which would mean Akademiks was trying to lower Billy's guard so Akademiks can do stuff he shouldn't be doing with Billy.
I also don't understand the point now of this. It's almost semantical with the groomer word. I think what people are doing are the same thing when you catch a white person doing something racist, and instead of addressing the racist thing, they speak about how they're not racist, because it's a strategy though, because it's harder to prove somebody is racist, and that can confuse you into not talking about what's actually happening. So, because in order to know their races, you kind of have to know their past. Same thing with academics. It don't matter what you call it. It was disgusting. If this was my son, it would be up. Even and it doesn't need to be my son for it to be up. Actually, so I don't understand that semantical argument because I'm gonna keep it tall. There are people who can make the groomer argument perfectly with that. Literally, by the textbook definition of doing, because I don't even think um, the definition I read says really, but there are people who can make the argument to that. So it's a semantical argument, as if that textbook definition isn't right, then it changes something that he did. No, nigga, call it Jumer, Voomer. He hypofiditigoing the boy. Say that. It doesn't matter, nigga. It's still disgusting.
Later. Now, it is entirely possible Akademiks was trying to groom Billy, but I think what Akademiks thought he was doing was hanging out with Lil Bro. But see, Lil Bro is not your mans, it's not your homies. Lil Bro is Lil Bro. And what DJ Akademiks doesn't...
And he's not your little bro either. Now, I've had the chance to actually speak to the victim and speak to the kid. And he's like, I don't know academics like that. That's not my little brother. That's not my big brother. We're not related. We don't
understand is there's just a line that people don't cross. The questions you'll ask in your friend group, you don't ask Lil Bro. For those of you that don't know, this is Kai Sanat and Kai Sanat's group of friends, all over the age of 18. And this is a young man named Rakai, who is this age. And like any older friend group that's hanging around someone younger, this isn't Kai Sanat's actual little brother. But the group will automatically take on an older sibling like role. Like, yeah, we'll give you advice on girls. Yeah, you might be able to listen to our conversations about girls, but you're not going to participate. But this line is something that DJ Akademiks and his group of friends just don't understand. They childish. Thankfully, the kid in the call had more sense in them, mentally wiser than the group of adults in this call. Little man's whole time trying to teach them how to act. Oh no, you can't say that to me, Akademiks. You a grown man. But just because someone has the age of an adult doesn't mean they have the sense of one. Now, do I think this is the end of DJ Akademiks? No, but I think this is worse than people think it is for him. Because when you keep ruining your reputation, you get to a point where people don't want to associate with you. People don't want to watch you anymore. So you'll never get to the heights that you once were.
I also said that too because I think Akademiks will always have an audience because he's a degenerate and he's like kind of made that a part of his brand, just debauchery. Like look at War on Chirac. Like when you start at War on Chirac, there will never be a moral thing that takes you down because you came out and showed people you're a moralist. But what this will do is this will stain his jacket forever. Akademiks will always be considered a weirdo. He always will. There's too many videos out now. And like I said, we've seen him hemorrhaging subscribers and stuff. That's because of this. And is it gonna make it where he disappears? No, there's no such thing as disappearing. There's no such thing as I don't even think canceling works as much. It does work to a point, but it hasn't ever finished somebody. It can hurt them for a long time, but what this is going to do is have a massive hit on his brand. And if he ever thought he was going to get that Drake stream, and there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to want, people before who would have worked with him publicly are not going to. At least not for a while. I love to see it. We're going to keep, you a weirdo and you a weirdo forever. It's never going to change. You made way too many enemies, and you messed with a lot of things. For some reason, it wasn't when you were messing with women and tough on thoughts and being a misogynist. It wasn't that. It wasn't when you were being blatantly, basically, pretty homophobic and saying that you'd never listen to a gay. You said, like, it wasn't all this stuff. But one thing that nobody accepts, it could be a murdering murder, is when you mess with children. That's where you messed up. And I'm loving to see it. We watching the party die.